Awesome. All right. Hi, everybody. This is Heather Gordon in Dallas, Texas, and I'm a regional marketing director with Nerium International. And I thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your busy Thursday night on January 7th, 2016 to pretty much talk about our 90-day run to the arches and our run to Lexus, basically. And what's really cool about what the company is laying out for us this time is that we're all starting together. We're all starting over, and we're all at square one. So the leaders, the people that are a little more senior, we're all going back to basics, and we're doing this together. And that's what makes it super cool, really fun, and I really expect a lot of high energy from you guys the next 90 days. So tighten up your running shoes, dream big, whatever it is that you decided to join this company for. I promise you, if you give it a little extra gas for 90 days and you work harder and smarter and have more fun than you've done in a long time, you will not recognize your life, your kids' lives, your grandchildren's lives. I promise you. So I've been in the business for about 2 years and 4 months, and I'm going to give you my short story, and I'm going to keep this to 20 minutes starting now. So that means 6:55 my time. I got started because a friend of mine introduced me to Nerium when I was going through a tough time. I was going through a divorce, and I was in a bad place in my life. Also found myself in a foreign city where I didn't have any of my friends. And I'm sharing those two things with you so that you understand I wasn't in a good mood and I don't know a lot of people. And I followed the Nerium system. When I signed up, I only understood this as something you finish. I didn't understand it as something that may or may not work. I knew it worked. I was told it worked. And I was told if I followed the recipe that Jeff Olson and Mark Smith have laid out for us, that I would have success with this. I traded some of my time to get this business done. It takes work and it takes a trade-off for most people in their lives. And that might mean get up an hour earlier, stay up an hour later. That might mean no television. That might mean not going to the movies or out with the girls, but it is worth it. So find the time and make the time, and you do these simple things for 90 days, and we're all going to do it together, and you guys will go to the top of the company. I promise you that. I'll also say, when I lay out this roadmap to Lexus, which is also being called the Run to the Arches, if at any point in time, one of the line items is something you just don't really think you're going to want to do, my feelings won't be hurt if you want to tell me the water's boiling and jump off the call and not do this. That's okay. So this is a volunteer army that we lead. I'm not your boss. Nobody on this call is your boss. We are in business, by ourselves. I'm sorry, for ourselves, but not by ourselves. And I'm just here as a resource along with any of the other leaders and upline, just as a resource to help you have the success that you want to have with this. So when I started, I came in with a $1,000 launch kit, and we only had night cream. So I was looking to make back $1,000, and we had a lot less to work with at the time. We did not have the tools that we have today. We certainly didn't have this 90-day run. And so there's never been an easier time to be a Nerium brand partner and hit your Lexus rank. And I promise you, once you get that car, you will not stop, okay? So I followed the system, and I did a little more even, and I was able to earn my free iPad with Nerium. It shows up in the mail, and this was the first thing that I got. I got it about 3 weeks in by just sharing the product and the videos and the webinar, NeriumLife.com, with as many people as I could in my spare time. And then from there, a couple months later, I received this. This is a keychain to the Lexus. It comes with a car. and it does not suck to earn your car with Nerium International. And so that's what we're doing right now. We're going to help everybody get to their car. That's the dog. He can't not. I'm so sorry. And then shortly thereafter, in the mailbox came the invitation to the cruise, which was to the Bahamas in June. And it looks kind of like an ornament. And I was able to go on this cruise with my mom, and Jamie also went on the cruise with her husband. And I'm sharing these things with you because I want you guys to understand how real this is and how simple it is. It's not easy, it takes work, but it's simple. If we just stick to the system for success, it's pretty much foolproof, okay? So we're gonna cover a couple things on the call. We're gonna cover money. Money's my favorite word this year. We don't talk about it as much as we should. Let's be honest. That's why we're here, right? We're here to earn money. And whether that's to help others, help yourselves, you know, better your life, better other people's lives, it's a good thing. It's not a bad word. And I definitely want you guys to know that this is the time to do it. The company decided to pay us double dollars for no reason. They're just so generous. This is the most generous company that you could ever imagine being a partner with. And so we want to take advantage of the double dollars, and we're going to talk about that and how to do it, and just how to stay connected to the company. So basically those three things. So this business starts at Senior Brand Partner. Senior Brand Partner is the rank that we're all going to get to first by bringing on 3 brand partners. So when we all recruit 3 additional brand partners like ourselves, we will hit the rank of Senior Brand Partner, and we'll be paid double dollars for doing it. So my goal, which I'm sure is your goal, is to have a comma in your paycheck by the end of the month. It's definitely a lot more fun to have 4 digits than 3. So that's really what we're striving for here with double dollars. Bring on 3 people and get a bigger paycheck. And if you do even a little bit more than that, you'll double rank advance and hit the rank of director, which will be done either in January or in February, but we're setting ourselves up to hit the rank of Lexus in March. So it's really only from brand partner to senior brand partner to director, director to senior director. That's 3 promotions for the car. It's a lot easier than you think. It's really important that you understand the car is closer to you than your mind wants you to believe. So the only thing that's keeping you from that car is really recruiting 3 people. After that, it's rinse and repeat. Those 3 people will recruit 3 people, and that's the car level. So how we're going to do that is by giving ourselves a lot of inventory to work with. So if you were a hot dog vendor and you wanted to have a lucrative day, Carla's laughing. She loves my analogies. I don't even know what made me say hot dog vendor. So if you were a hot dog vendor and you wanted to have a big busy weekend, you wouldn't want to only have 3 hot dogs to sell or 5 hot dogs to sell. You would want to have a lot of hot dogs because people like hot dogs and you're going to be able to sell them all. Think of your list as your customers waiting to be recruited as brand partners or recruited as preferred customers. If you don't have the name on your list, there's a really good chance you'll miss them. You'll forget about them. So when you're making your list, I want you to put every single name that's in your phone or in your Facebook on your list. It doesn't matter whether you think they would ever in a million years do Nerium or not. And I'm going to tell you a story about that in a second, because they may not. But talking to them and just simply saying, hey, I got involved in something. I don't know if it's for you or not for you, but I want you to attach my name to it and let everyone you know that I'm the gal for Nerium, or I'm the guy for EHT. EHT is going to make a big boom this year. So if you simply let people know you're going to hear about this thing called EHT this year, I don't know if it's for you or not, but I certainly want you to know I'm the person in the neighborhood and I want you to attach my name to it. So the best way to make your big list and keep it really, the dog is bothering me, and keep it really simple is to use the tracker sheet that the company put forth. So the tracker sheet is the only thing you need handheld to get to Lexus for 90 days. This is what all of the top income earners are working off of. This is what Mark Smith has. This is what Darren Kidd is using. This is what all of us are using who already even got our cars. We're going to duplicate it again. We're going to do what we did to get our car in the first place again over the next 90 days. So I love the idea of pre-filling 2 names a day in every single date. And there's 2 pages to this. So that's January. Here's February, March. If you just take out your phone and in no particular order, I don't care if you go from Z to A or A to Z, and you write down these names, you don't have to think about it. It's done. You'll hold yourself to it. You're going to wake up on February 24th and you're going to be like, oh my God, I get to call Lisa Smith and Bill Miller today. And it's there. And you're just going to keep it short and you're just going to start getting those balls out there and stuffing your pipe, your inventory pipe. So give yourself a lot to work with. You'll never starve and you'll never have famine in Nerium if you have a big list. So that's the first part, is to get the names on here. And I think that's 175 names roughly if you fill in the rest of the days going forward. The second way we're going to get our business going is by booking our parties. So you can call them real results parties, or the company calls them, but your prospects aren't going to know what that is. So I'm calling them beauty and brains or smarty parties, whatever clever little word you want. Book your parties. If you don't want to book parties, book them anyways. This is the time that we're going to do it. We're all going to do it. I'm not going to lie. I don't like I don't like doing parties. I don't. I like doing your parties at your house. I don't like inviting people over. It's uncomfortable. I get it. But the only way to it is through it. Okay? So we're going to get through it. And so my parties are already booked. And what I decided to do was book my 2 parties right away. That way I have more time to help the people that I bring in earn double dollars. So during the month of double dollars, your recruiting is going to go up when you leverage the time in the month to get people in the business so they can earn double dollars as well. Hopefully that's making sense. If for some reason you can't hear me, something's really confusing, go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of keep going. So we're going to book our parties. And then the third thing is we're going to get our tester bottles in and out. If you're new and you don't know how to do this, see your upline. There's lots of training on this. I'm not going to get into the how to do the how-tos right now. I'm just going to give you the nuts and bolts. There's plenty of people. If you want to call me, my number is 972-804-4555. Again, it's 972-804-4555. And I'll either help you or find somebody that can. So no excuses. We are all here to help each other. So we've got 175 names pre-filled in our calendar, our tracker sheet. We've booked our parties. Don't let your minimums be your maximums. I would do more than 2 a day. The leaders are doing more than 2 a day. It takes 5 minutes to jump on Facebook and message people. Keep it short. My 2 nuggets about messaging people right now, I'm kind of moving away from the scripts that I'm sort of famous for because it's causing too much anxiety and confusion. Keep it simple. 2 things. Make them feel important and insert your why. So, Jamie, you are one of the most successful people I know. You have such an incredible work ethic. I am hoping to retire my parents this year, so I got a part-time business going. If I sent you a video, would you take a look at it? Done and done. That's it. So that would be keeping it simple and making them feel important and inserting your why. If you tell them why, they should have compassion for you and say, sure, I'll look at that. And then, of course, you'll do the three-way call. So tester bottles in and out. Here's what I'm doing. I want everybody to know how many tester bottles you have at home or out, but they're in circulation. But and on the back of your tracker sheet, I would make across the top your number of bottles, like 1, 2, 3, 4, let's just say. And down, okay, Jamie's holding it up. And down on the side, I would write 5 names for each bottle. So you've got the bottles on the top and then the slots on the side, because you can test 5 people with each bottle if it's full. You could really test 6, but here's what I would do. I would pull it back in and use it on yourself after 5 so it doesn't run out on somebody in case they did extra pumps. But I would do 5. And truthfully, this is not a 1-for-1 exchange here. So you should get 1 customer for 1 bottle, but you shouldn't get 1 customer for every tester. That would be crazy. It would be amazing, but I wouldn't count on that. If you can do that, that's awesome. You're a unicorn if you can do that. But most of us will give it in and out 5 times and expect to get 1 customer. Then the company will send you back that Nerium Gives Back bottle that you'll earn. So it's about a 1-to-1 ratio. With that said, those are your employees. Get them in and out. If you have 3 bottles and you can test 5 people each, that's 15 names. Get those in and out. Remember, the videos and the parties and the bottles can overlap and intersect. It's a layering process. So you'll have 1 name that might come to your party and get a bottle. Here's another tip that I'm doing this month. You guys might want to try this. If you're holding a party, see if you are holding a party, right? You have to have 2. It's mandatory. So see if you can get some of your tester bottles to the people before, a couple of them, not all of them, but handpick a friend that you can bet on to show up. Give her or him one of the tester before, and then tell them they have to bring it back to the party. First of all, that'll get them there because they have to return it, but it'll also jump them ahead of the process, and they will more likely be ready to sign up as a brand partner because they've already tried it. You'll get people that sign up without trying it, myself included. I didn't try the product first. I signed up at somebody's home party. So we've got our names on the tracking sheet. We've got our parties booked, which there is a section for that right here. We've got our bottles going in and out on the back. And the 2 more things. Now we're moving into the learning part of this. So we covered the money and we covered the work part. So the learning part, the learn knowledge, is our rhythm. It's our company's sort of drumbeat. There's 2 things that if you do, you will stick and stay. So we as leaders track who does what the best we can. And 2 of the things that we track are the Monday night Nerium Universities and the Tuesday corporate call. Monday night Nerium University, I've been in the business 2 years and 4 months. People that do a Monday night Nerium University in home are the ones that are still here after a year, no matter what. It creates culture, connection, camaraderie, a sense of belonging. It raises the stakes. It raises the belief. Everything you could imagine changes when you are interacting belly to belly with people in your home. And we spend so much time trying to recruit somebody. If you're not with them when they start in your living room or theirs doing Nerium Universities, the chances of them sticking around are a lot less. So I want all of us as a company to really commit to holding the hands of the people that we spent so much time bringing in, all of the nerves we spent getting them on the 3-way call and everything. So Nerium University is Monday night. if you didn't watch the past Monday where they unrolled, Mark Smith unrolled the tracking sheets, go ahead in your back office under training, under video resources, and watch the Monday night, the 5th, and then, or the 4th, something like that, 4th or 5th, and then go back and watch December 28th. It's a 3-part series. So December 28th was the big goal setting video. It's amazing. Nerium University. And then Monday the 4th, and then this next Monday will be the 3rd part in the series. So that's Nerium University. Corporate call is on Tuesdays at 3 Central. And you don't want to miss hearing from Jeff Olson. He gives us big nuggets and all kinds of announcements on this call. Mark and Tammy are on it. Dennis Windsor, our president's on it. All the top brass are on it. And so it is on Tuesdays at 3. I'm going to show you guys something. Tuesdays at 3 Central, 4 East. I pick my kids up at 3. It's not convenient. I put an earpiece in and I am listening to it and I'm dealing with my kids out of this year, and sometimes it's distracting, and I always go back and listen to it again on the replay, but I don't miss getting on the call. The people that make $10,000 a month or more would never not be on the call. The people that make $10,000 a month or more would never not be at somebody's home from Nerium University either, or at least watch it, even if you're alone, commit to it at 6 o'clock or sometime Monday night. Those things are what we call part of the 10 core system, and they're simple. Those are the easy things to do. So like Jeff Olson's book, The Slight Edge, do those easy things. The easy things to do are the easy things not to do. Once we stop doing this one, then we stop doing that one, then we stop doing that one, then we're out of the business. So get on the corporate call. The number is 409-777-9200. 409-777-9200. Set an alarm on your phone and make sure it goes off every week, and get in the habit. If you need to stick an earpiece in or your headphones, stick them in. And if you need the replay, it doesn't usually show up till the next day. That number is 507-726-3800, option 5. That number is 507-726-3800, option 5. I would save those in your phone. The regional training is the 3rd thing that makes up the rhythm. They're monthly. They're usually within a 2-hour driving distance at the most for most of the people on our team. But we would expect you to drive up to 4 hours, honestly, to go one Saturday a month. And I'll tell you a quick story. When I started, I had no money and I had 2 little kids. And I was told that I was supposed to register for this Baltimore convention that was going to be taking place 3 weeks later. And I live in Dallas. So I'm not talking about the regional training. I didn't mean to confuse you. I jumped to the national conference. And I said, there's no way I could go. And I was put on the phone with Darren Kitt. And Darren said to me, Heather, you cannot let your reason be your excuse. Meaning my reason for doing Nerium was the money and a better life for my kids. I begged, I borrowed, and I sold. I didn't steal, I sold. And I went to Baltimore, and it changed my life. I was told that everybody making $10,000 plus a month would be at the convention. Not everybody at the convention would be making $10,000 plus a month, but the way to it was through it. And I went, and it changed my life. And I honestly wouldn't be sitting here right now if I didn't go. So I guess I'm over my time. I can't seem to get quite to 20 minutes yet. So register for the St. Louis convention, guys. It is the Run to the Arches, and it'll change your life. And the reason I want you guys to register tonight and go brag about yourself on the Facebook page is because the commitment to going to the convention, even if you don't know how you're going to pay for your airfare and hotel, we're going to help you figure it out. But you could probably figure out how to pay for the ticket. The commitment will make you honest with yourself. and you will be there for you if you book that ticket. The rest will fall into place. I promise you that. So I look forward to seeing you guys in St. Louis, if not before. Thank you for your time. I'm sorry I went over a few minutes, and I really appreciate it. And if you have questions, please call. And when we get off, give me feedback. I want to know what was clear, what wasn't clear, if I goofed up, what you loved. It doesn't matter. The only way I can get better is to hear back from you guys. I'm serious about that. You cannot hurt my feelings. You really can't. So please give me feedback, and thank you very, very much. I appreciate you guys taking the time. You're all winners and leaders in my book. Good night.
Thank you.